Nigerian artist wanted one of these at some point. Wizkid had it. Burna Boy flaunted it. M.I. Abaga rolled in it. Tekno also had one. But guess what? This same Bentley nearly finished most of them. M.I.'s own broke down mid-road, leaving him stranded. Tekno's own ended up rotting away in a Lekki Ekpe workshop, abandoned like a bad hit single.
This life no balance, so see Bentley. This car was once sold for $300,000+. Look at it sitting there. They go the price on 12 million naira now.
So the question is, why did the Bentley Continental GT, the ultimate status symbol, turn into a luxury liability for Nigerian celebrities? The Bentley Continental GT is undeniably luxurious, powerful, and iconic. But under all that elegance and prestige, it does come with a fair share of serious problems, especially for used car buyers. The first owners enjoyed the good years of the Bentley, but once these cars got into the hands of our celebrities as Tokumbo, aka foreign used, the problems started jumping out, and fixing it was almost impossible for two reasons. 1. Very low technical capability from Nigerian mechanics. 2. Limited access to parts and specialized Bentley service. As we speak, there is still no existing approved Bentley dealership or service center in Nigeria, but there are 2 in South Africa. Side note, Bentley needs to reach Nigeria more. So, what are the major issues with the Bentley Continental GT that made it impossible to survive in the hands of our Nigerian superstars? 1. Very high maintenance costs. The Bentley Continental GT is one of those luxury cars that look way more expensive than it actually costs in the used car market because they have a very bad resale value. This is why a lot of people in the showbiz industry took advantage of them, but what they did not plan for was the insanely high maintenance cost. You could buy a used Bentley Continental GT in Nigeria today for as low as 20 to 35 million, and you might think you have hacked luxury. But wait till your first oil change costs you about 500,000 naira, or routine service sets you back about 2 million naira.
Look at another Bentley right here. The coupe this time, and then a burgundy one in the background. This life na vanity, oh. But Bentley na more vanity than others because it will turn to dust before your very eyes.
It is easy and convenient for you to remind me that it is a high-end luxury car, but these cars were actually built for billionaires. Not just any rich person with access to foreign auction and co-parts. A 2016 Mercedes-Benz also cost about 20 million naira, but you don't buy the Benz with the mindset of paying 2 million naira every time you want to service it. That is where Bentley shocked its non-billionaire customers. The cost of simple components like alternators, radiators, or even the door handles is outrageous, and they easily go bad. Cost aside, the complexity of replacing parts on the Bentley GT was another issue that owners could not wrap their heads around.
This is a Bentley GT Split. They dropped the engine. Guess what? Nothing is wrong with the engine. You know what they are doing? They just want to change the kickstarter. So to change the kickstarter in this car, you have to drop down the engine.
Yes, to replace the starter motor on this car, you need to take out the W12 engine from the car. Imagine taking out a 12-cylinder engine just to replace a simple kickstarter. If you were a mechanic, would you do that job and charge the regular labor cost? I don't think so. The pattern with the Bentley and Nigerian buyers is a toxic one. Owners just keep driving their Bentleys while ignoring the serious issues until the car actually stops starting or moving. That takes us into the complexity of Bentley electronics design. When the Bentley Coupe was released, it wasn't just a high-end luxury car. It was also loaded with high-end tech, as expected, from touchscreen infotainment a la 2005 to S-suspension systems, electronic steering, but these systems often fail as the car ages, especially if the car hasn't been perfectly maintained, which was often the case. One common annoying issue was the infotainment screen going blank. For a high-end car, that is so weird. The third bottleneck is the S-suspension issue. The Bentley GT uses sophisticated air suspension which gives it very smooth ride. But once those airbags start leaking or the compressor fails, be ready to spend 3 million naira to get it replaced. In Nigeria, where roads are rough and humid conditions can affect rubber seals, this air suspension system doesn't age well, which is why you see a lot of abandoned Bentleys by roadside workshops with lowered suspension. Rolls-Royce also uses a similar suspension, but you won't see a Rolls-Royce abandoned because owners of Rolls-Royce in Nigeria are extremely wealthy. Which brings us back to the point that Bentley and Rolls-Royce are actually for billionaires, people that can afford to pay absurd maintenance fees under premium maintenance services. The fourth issue is poor parts availability also plagues the Bentley Continental GT. Bentley is not a volume brand. Parts are hard to find. and most will need to be imported at high costs and with delay. MI once had AC issues on his Bentley and he wasn't able to sort it out for almost 2 years. Imagine a celebrity driving around in a Bentley with the windows wound down. Wouldn't you rather drive a tinted Camry? Many mechanics are not equipped to work on Bentleys. DIY or roadside fixes are out of the question. The fifth and last issue is the W12 engine, power with pain. The Bentley Continental GT isn't just a pretty face luxury car. It is a performance car that carries a 6-liter twin-turbo W12 engine, or some come with a 4-liter twin-turbo V8. Both of these engines are extremely tight under the hood, making simple jobs like spark plug replacements or coolant leaks a labor-intensive nightmare. These engines run very hot and are sensitive to poor fuel also, which is a problem in many regions in Nigeria. The Bentley requires premium fuel, which we don't have access to in this part of the country. The moment the Bentley GT gets its first Nigerian fuel, the car starts to die slowly. Slow poison. The Bentley GT also has a horrible fuel economy as expected, but that wasn't an issue for celebrities. It was just the price to pay for showing up. Buying a Continental Bentley GT earned a lot of celebrities quick clouds, but behind the scenes, the car was silently draining endorsement deals, show fees, and even album budgets. That is why you no longer see celebrities jumping at Bentleys anyhow.